In today's video, we'll highlight a story of the fall of man. And we'll see how that it plays a part into our lives today. But we're speaking from a biblical story of Adam and Eve. Just for a reference point. So in this story, when we talk about stories here, we talk about the want, the belief, and the fear. And in this story, we'll speak about those same things. So if you fall, that means you must be at a higher level at some point. Let's talk about the initial high, right, before the fall. Man, Adam, is created by God. A God, a child of the Most High God. That's the high, right? God breathed the breath of life into man, right? Gives him his spirit, which causes life, right? That life is what's going to connect you to God. This promise is for the rest of your life as eternity at that point, right? You're going to be connected with this breath, which causes life, all of your life, which is eternity. That's Adam. That's the initial high, right? So you're born, created, a God, a child of the Most High God, in God's image and in God's likeness. Likeness means similarity, but not completely God. You're a child of the Most High God. You are a man. And to keep you humble, you have to have this flaw. A God with a flaw equals man, right? This flaw is so that you would know that you're not the Most High God, right? But when this flaw is given, I'm going to give you a helper with your flaw. What does that helper do? Help you do what? To continue to believe that you are a child of the Most High God. You are a God, a child of the Most High God, even when this flaw comes into play for you, right? And every person has a different flaw. Like Paul said, I had the thorn in my side that God seen fit not to remove, right? You have to have the flaw to know that you're not God and that you need to humble yourself on your knees, prostrate to God, right? The one that created you, right? That gives you this spirit that connects you. That's the promise that with this spirit, you will stay connected for life, right? That's the initial high, right? The want, the promise, the connection from the Holy Spirit forever, right? So, this flaw, this man that has this flaw, that has a helper with this flaw, which is Eve, right? Your helper runs into the serpent, right? The serpent represents someone already familiar with a fall, right? Spirits are transferable through conversation, right? So the serpent gets Eve into a conversation, right? He's familiar with fall. So he speaks to her and says, yeah, it said that you should not eat of this tree, right? That you would know, but if you eat of it, you would know the difference between good and evil. You will be like God to know good and evil, because God knows that that was not good.